Are your core values well documented, defined, and communicated to everyone? Do you have a very strong core value speech that makes this come alive for your people? It's really important, this core value speech. When we have our core values, these guiding principles written down, and ideally there are 5 of them, but 3 to 7 anywhere in that range will be fine. Once we have them written down, it's really important that we convey exactly what we mean with each core value. Now, I'll use the 5 core values of EOS worldwide that we use as EOS implementers, and I'll give you an idea of how the core value speech then works to make this come alive. The first core value for us as implementers is that we need to be humbly confident. So the speech says, be humbly confident. We describe it by using some examples and listing also what we don't want. So the first one is no arrogance. Because if you're arrogant, you're not humble, and you're probably confident, but it's not the confidence we want. The second thing is know your stuff, because you can only be confident and humble at the same time if you have a strong foundation. So know your stuff. And the third thing is be vulnerable. You're not perfect. We're all learning. We're all going forward. So those 3 things then help us understand what be humbly confident means. It's to show no arrogance, to know your stuff, and be vulnerable. You're not perfect. The second core value is grow or die. And we use the 2 things. First of all, we're more uncomfortable with a status quo than with the prospect of change. We know change is inevitable and it's happening all the time. So we're more comfortable with that prospect of change. The second thing is we are a maximizer. So you're taking something strong to something superb. So grow or die is these 2 things. The third core value is help first. We must provide value before receiving anything, and that's what we lead with. You get out of life what you want if you help enough people get what they want. And the third thing is genuinely get a high from helping people. So with those 3 principles, we all understand what help first means. The fourth core value that we have is do the right thing. First of all, enter the danger. If something is there in a discussion and we can see as implementers that you as our clients aren't going into a different area that you need to discuss, because we know long term it will be of great benefit for you to discuss this. But we have to bring that message to you, and it may be very unpopular. We may even get fired, but we will enter the danger then to tell you, we need to discuss this. This is something we need to put on the table. We need to take this out of the equation. The second thing is no amount of money is worth betraying a trust. That's part of do the right thing. And then the one I love the most. It's just 4 words. If mom were watching, ... So think about this. If your mom is watching, will you do the right thing? I think you will. So that's the 4th core value, is do the right thing. The last one is do what you say. And this is where we say, do what you say shows up if you are on time, you fully deliver, you say no when it's needed, so it's okay to say no, you take responsibility, there's no blame for anyone else, and you finish what you start. So those 5 things are the core values elements that gives us the information about the do what you say core value. So there you have it. 5 values: be humbly confident, grow or die, help first, do the right thing, and do what you say, with their core value speech of all those other words. Now, if you summarize that all and it's 1 page, and you've got that page with you, you can use this core value speech at any time. When you interview someone new, when you speak to the whole company, the leaders in the group can use this all the time. When they speak with their direct reports, when they do quarterly conversations, etc., etc. So it's imperative that you do go to the trouble of developing your core value speech. First, it's the core values, and then a simple document that highlights a few things in each of the core values, shows the anti-value plus the value, or a short description of what it looks like for people to show up in the core value. We want to change the behavior, or at least have these preferred guidelines show us the kinds of behaviors we want in the company. And people don't always understand just the core value itself. We need the core value speech and the repetition thereof to help people along the journey of making the core values their own and bringing everyone in alignment and driving the business forward relentlessly. I hope this helps. More next week. Have a great week.